a little bit. It's hell on wheels. You best find your dance partner, man, because you're going to be there for a while.
Yeah, definitely. We're waiting for Curtis. Had a little bit of trouble, so he'll be back in a little bit. He had to restart. Had to do a quick restart. For those of you watching on YouTube, yes, we did have some troubles trying to get this broadcast started here tonight. It should be up. It says it's up. Hopefully you guys will see it on there. I know it's live on Facebook because I do see it on Facebook, but I don't know, man. There was an update, I guess, with iRace, and it's been messing with ATVO. We had a lot of issues just trying to get everything on here for tonight. So hopefully it lasts. We'll do the best we can. That's about all we can do, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Curtis is back. What's up there, Curtis?
Not much. Just whole computer decided my keyboard wasn't going to respond, so did a quick restart, and here I am.
Awesome, bro. Good to have you with us. Been a while.
Good to be back. Yeah, it's real good to be back.
Real life this is a good one to come back to, that's for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely
exciting.
Plate track racing is one of my favorite things about oval racing, and oh man, it's great to be back.
This series is going to be even better because the leader cannot go when he feels like he has to go on green, so this pack is going to be compressed right at the start. And it's going to stay that way for most of the race, in my opinion.
All right, one of y'all can bring us to green if you want.
Pace car is in. Todd Crayer leader, Robert Barris second. Wait all the way to the green flag to see who's going to get the better jump, high line or low line.
Yeah, I wonder if there's going to be a high line draft here, or if it's going to be a dead high line.
Well, after the last couple updates iRacing has done, they have redone the tire model in the draft package to make it so the high line does work. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works.
Every line is definitely possible. The draft is powerful enough, and as well as bump drafting as well. That high line can work, but you're going to need a dancing partner to make it work. You can't go it alone.
And you're definitely going to have to be careful going into the turns. You don't want to be in the wrong part of a bumper.
Yeah, right now we're seeing that high line come in. Like we were saying, there was a change where Barris almost completely clears Cray down the backstretch. Cray is going to stick to his quarter there down at the line. We'll see if he's able to clear and take the high line away from Barris.
And that low line's going to be really powerful in entrance every single time. But that high line does seem to get a lot of good bump drafting on the way out.
All depends on where all the drivers are going to commit and who has the real pushers in line. First lap coming down. Who's going to lead it? At the line, it's going to be Todd Cray by 2/1000ths of a second.
Welcome to pack racing.
Wow.
One flick and the entire track is dead.
How many lead changes you think tonight, guys?
Wow, one per lap.
I could definitely see it being above 10. But in actuality of the changes it won't get, it'll be like 110.
It looks like we're trying to go 3 wide in the back already. No, they settled it out.
Let's see who's got the balls or is just absolutely homicidally insane.
Look up here in the front.
They were looking 3 wide there, but they've got it back into double file. And Todd Cray gets a bit of a run. Varys tries to use side drafting, but he's not going to be able to keep it there. As Cray takes another lap to lead, and David and Jose Mejia looking to get to that second spot, but Barris looking to fight back.
You got to have a trusted pusher behind you, and I don't know how Barris and Jose are going at the moment. We'll see what happens. No, not David, sorry. It's Justin Davidson. I'm entirely wrong. Oopsies.
We're going to jump inside with Aaron Corey real quick. We'll take a ride around with him for a lap.
Yeah, you gotta trust the guy who's pushing you, and then you gotta trust the guy behind that guy to not attempt to push the pusher, because if you do, you're all gonna die. And with with a pack like this, I'm not joking when I say all going to die. It'll be the entire field just annihilated.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
and we got 3 wide up front.
Yeah, 3 wide. It looks like in the second row. Looks like Todd Cray is gonna back
to the outside.
Yeah, Cray backs out of that one. Davidson moves to second, Jose third, and Robert Barris to the lead.
Yep, Barris is going to take that low line. Apparently, he just thinks that is where it's comfortable. Fortunately, leaves Davidson out in the dust. But that's right, Davidson's now got Cray behind him, about to give him a push, so the roles have been reversed.
Yeah, it looks like, and Cray is a very dangerous pusher. pusher here. The guy can move a car as quickly as he feels. And as we're seeing, Davidson looking to get a nose into turn 3 on Barris. How's it going to look coming out with Barris getting that run inside with a push from Miha?
And gotta say that this is all completely changed all of a sudden. We went from Todd Craig in front on the inside line being pushed, and then you got Barris on the outside line and being pushed by Davidson. And now it's Davidson in the front being pushed by Craig with Barris on the inside line. Oh man, I love these tracks.
And 3 wide, a little bit further back.
Yeah, Camaro on the outside, going 3 wide.
3 wide. And it's getting a little bit scary here as we're getting multiple cars involved here.
Oh,
wow.
There's a block on the 72.
Wow, Christian DeBoer with a dangerous move to block that run on David Kamara.
They're still 3 wide.
Yeah, we're still going 3 wide into turn 3. Possibly looking 4. No, we're not.
Wow, we're a couple rows deep now, 3 wide.
By the way, guys, I should probably mention this. This is lap 5.
3 wide, at least 3 rows deep almost right now. Holy, lots of racing left to go, and it's getting heated now.
And look like...
I'd also like to show you guys fluid dynamics, where one car slightly moves because it's like it's hitting a rock, and then every car will move from that. Everyone's watching everybody else trying to keep an eye on it. If someone makes a move, they're going to try and move to not hit that guy. So if you watch, like you can watch an accordion really start in this as well.
Wow, look at that high line now, man.
Yeah, we're starting to see a high line advantage. We're even starting to see the wall being run. We got a car down below the yellow line right now, dropping back. That's gonna be the 88 of James Brown.
Well, if he decided
to. Like Davidson's now on the front. Davidson's gone from being the pusher on the outside to being the leader on the inside. Also, Todd Cray really fell back.
Yeah, he was up in the high line with those guys, and they jumped down and left him up there.
Yeah, he's now back in 7th, but he's still up in this fighting pack. He ain't going nowhere. He could be at the back of this pack and it wouldn't matter. It's still the same thing. But now you got Barris pushing Davidson. This is kind of a reverse in the first few laps now, isn't it?
And we got Joshua Stewart looking in fourth place as well, pushing Christian DeBoer.
Yeah, we're starting to see this the whole pack start to separate slowly. The whole field starting to give a little bit more to
We're going 3 wide down the backstretch. Barris, Davidson, and DeBoer.
Now you got another 3 wide further back, which has calmed down.
And somebody down low.
Oh, that's 3 wide for the lead here.
3 wide for the lead. We got 3 wide, 2 rows deep in this first pack. Barris currently the leader. Davidson on the inside, Barris on the outside. This the pack gets back to double file and gets out of the 3 wide situation.
Oh man, this is absolutely beautiful.
And look at the 16 of Butler right up there in the front now, man.
I'm gonna say after that 4th row, this guy's gonna start getting the lead out because after a while they're gonna start losing the draft of this front pack, and if they do, they are never gonna catch it because these guys are on fire. Most of the field is now single file further back. They're all just holding on to the draft to each other, just trying to last until lap 75. As long as you can keep the draft going, keep up the guy ahead of you. It's also good to see that both Art Peck and Mike Major are pretty much driving together right now in those matching paints.
Let me see if I can find them in my list. My list is going crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised.
Elliot Butler giving Robert Barris a great push off that turn 4 onto the front stretch. Barris will take the lead away, and he's not going to dump Butler.
Yeah, Butler has always been a rather fast and somewhat aggressive guy to watch, so it's good to see him being in a pushing role because that's where he's going to excel really well.
That was a good move by Barris right there.
Yeah, Barris essentially just dumped Butler on the outside, took the front line here, and he's going to be in a pretty good
He
position.
had to. That front line was going to overtake him. He had to come down.
First lap car coming up of Chris Stouffer. He's going to sit on the outside, let him go past, but, you know, we're rocking the water can make everything start moving.
Barris on the inside, Butler on the outside. How's this gonna file out? Battle between 2 lines with a lap car coming up. This doesn't always spell for good things at the plate tracks.
He's doing a good job though, staying up high.
There was also a chance of some of the guys further back in the pack not seeing him either on their relative or visually, so they might have tried for a jump on the outside, realized that car was there and almost killed themselves, but good move from everyone to not dive out at that time. Either they knew it was there or they're just playing it safe. But these front lines are still fighting. And it's going to see Cray back and forth now in that front pack.
Man, you would think it was like 2 to go.
It's only lap 10.
And this is what plate racing is. Either you get the field that's going to chill out, or they're going to be like this the whole race.
Yeah, you know the guys in the back that don't want to let go of that draft whatsoever. It's also funny because this whole like 2-wide pack is starting to reform with the guys behind. They're starting to catch up and then form back into the 2-wide pack. It went from the top 8 cars to like maybe the top like 15 now.
Yeah, we're slowly starting to pull all these guys back in.
Interesting, Barris and Davidson getting a really good run at the start there on that inside line. And this outside line starting to die. There's a few less cars out there. Maybe we may end up with an actual leader for a few laps. But I don't think Todd Cray is going to let that happen. He's going to try and give Butler a bit of a nudge on this next stretch.
I was just watching the 43, Aaron Corey. A couple of times he's been down on that yellow line, and that car looked like it's just going to get away on him. He does manage to hang on to it.
Wow, an amazing run with Butler and Cray.
Yeah, the outside line really got it going there.
Oh yeah, that was. I was about to say that outside line wasn't doing so well, but all of a sudden that just rapidly changed.
Yeah.
Cray pretty much closing Barris in there. There's nowhere for him to go. So now Butler's now your leader with Cray on the outside, probably being pushed by 93 of Patrick DeSonia. Good to see him up in this fight. One thing I like about these kind of races, man, like it doesn't matter how fast you are in any other track. It's all about being in the right spot at the right time. As long as you can hold onto that draft, you got a chance, man.
And avoiding that big one.
We got a lap car holding the bottom right now. It's going to be number 2 of our lap field. Jeffrey Myers gonna drop below the yellow line and let this field by.
That is a smart guy. Not quite entertaining, but smart.
Gotta keep that car clean.
So we got the character, the informer, and the boss, huh? That's our unofficial names.
Sure.
A Barris to the outside.
Yeah.
Butler on the inside.
Oh, and there it goes.
A big wreck.
Nope, never mind. Most of the guys are
DeSaulnier involved.
Oh no, the 93 just slid back into the track, got in the way of a few guys. I think DeSaulnier's car's probably alright there, but definitely saw some damage.
Wow.
Definitely had an impact.
Alright, let's back this sucker up and go take a look.
That unfortunately started with Barris sticking his nose in and just causing the accordion to begin. Crate let off a little bit, made DeSaulnier let off a little bit, got pushed by the next guy, and it just started going.
Yeah, the 93, the 24, the 28, and then, oh, yeah, a little bit of contact up in the top, too.
And when it starts, it starts. Nothing you can do.
Looks like we have 1 engine expired so far. That's going to be 25 of Rusty Farrell.
That's unfortunate. Just wrong place, wrong time. That's what it always is in these kind of races. It's never your fault. You just happen to be the guy who was behind this gigantic wreck. Surprisingly, not many cars in that one, if you can consider how many were racing together. That was a crash in the second or third row. And yet, maybe, what, 6, 7 cars were involved?
Yeah, not too bad. Really not too bad at all.
Exactly. Yeah. It could have been a far more brutal crash. That actually came out rather cleanly. So, as much as you don't want to be the guy whose engine died or got lost a lot of time there, it could have been a lot worse. Oh, hey, Elliot Butler, he managed to juke Barris into the pits. I've never actually seen that work before. But there you go. It's probably because everyone else is trying to pit, and Butler's just got the brass cojones to stay out.
I'm not sure what fuel mileage is going to be here, but they definitely won't be able to run it to the end.
Yes. I haven't seen anyone miss this stall yet.
Oh, somebody backing up.
Ron Holyfield really missed his stall.
Pit road is a busy, busy place.
That tire guy's making some money today. Come get fresh and used tires.
So Butler stays out. I believe Davidson stayed out also. Oh no, he's lapped down. Never mind.
Yeah, I believe it was Butler and someone else, but I think.
Oh no, yeah, Davidson, number 20. I believe he did stay out.
Yeah, that's who. Interesting call, because I don't know how much tires are going to affect you here. Because obviously this is all about the draft, but those tires are definitely going to help you.
The only thing is, if you don't get another caution, he'll be on a different fuel strategy. But if he stays with Davidson and they could work it out, They kind of have an advantage coming in together a little bit earlier, but I'm sure they're anticipating another caution.
You got to bet on it here. There's going to be another one. And as it always, cautions breed cautions, and this pack has now been, once again, compressed on the start. Not that it really changed much during the race. It was compressed at the start, and it was still going right until lap 15. Oh, 14, rather.
But not too bad. We have 1, 2 cars, 3 cars in the pits still.
Yeah, one unfortunate is Patrick DeSaulnier, the unfortunate recipient of that entire incident.
Yeah, he's been sitting a while.
Yeah, he got a clout on the side as well as he was sliding, which is a bit of a shame for him, unfortunately. We got 2 cars in the pits, unless I'm missing one. Patrick DeSaulnier, I think Rusty was the guy whose engine's detonated, but it looks like his car's going.
Did Cody Franklin leave? I think he took it behind a wall. Or was he?
Yes, we have lost Cody Franklin. Yes,
Yeah.
he's gone.
Looks like the other 2 have gotten out of the pit.
Yep, Farrell's going, and I believe DeSaulnier's going as well. His car's pretty damn bent, but it's good to see him racing again. That's a shame, because like, he was fighting up in the 3rd row of this giant pack. No fault of his own, just some move up ahead that's made the accordion start, and he was unfortunately the guy in the middle of it all.
Oh, the Songye right here in the 93, he might be all right if he can get himself in the draft. It looks like the nose isn't really too bad.
Yeah, that's one thing about the track as well. You don't really need to be the straightest car either. As long as the car goes in a straight line, the engine's still going, and you can get some draft help from the guy ahead of you. If you've got a dance button, you're probably going to be alright.
Look at the 28, Adam Nowinski, got some serious right side front damage on that car. That's going to hurt just a little. He's going to have to keep that thing tucked up underneath somebody.
I'm going to say, the interesting thing here is, right, obviously the first 2 cars, Butler and Davidson, both didn't take tyres. Their tyres are 15 laps old. The next row straight behind them is everyone who's taken tyres. So you've got the first, essentially the front 2 cars are both without tyres. So they're going to start side by side with bad tyres, while everyone behind is going to have fresh tyres ready to go, going at max speed. I guess there's going to be a little bit of congestion, maybe a few issues. And I don't want to call a caution on this, but, you know, I'm thinking something's going to happen there.
The only good thing is tires aren't really going to be as big of a factor as, you know, if we were on another track.
Yeah.
So that'll help a little bit.
End your race. It's not going to be like you're losing 10 seconds a lap for sure, but
But
going off at the green, you're not going to be as fast as the guy behind you, that's for sure.
They could drop like a rock, man.
Oh yeah, and when you get swallowed up by a pack like this, all it takes is one guy to make a slip, and then the entire pack is gone again. I was going to say, this pace lap, wow.
Oh yeah, 2-minute pace laps at these super speedways. They make for some relaxing yellows, but the racing, it's almost a reward for the drivers who are racing this.
Might actually have time to do your taxes with this one.
Yeah.
I think you might actually have time to do your taxes. Not even joking about that. That's an insane lap.
Do them and mail them out.
I know, right? Let me get up the wheel quickly. I got a rock on the accelerator pedal.
I mean, and they can be thankful this isn't the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
Well, we've had 4 lead changes and 14 laps done already, so not too bad.
Those 4 lead changes don't really show like the constant battle that was going up front.
No, that's what I was. Sorry, that's what I was talking about earlier when I said what it's going to show. It's probably going to show 15 to 20, but actually, what's going to be on track? It's going to be over 100.
Oh yeah, like almost
Easily.
every single lap, you're going to see someone take the lead for even a short moment, and then they're going to lose it to the next guy. It's going to be constant, continuous, ever-flowing. It's like water downstream, man. It's never going to stop.
And Todd Cray right now looks like he's sitting up in 7th.
Yeah, he did fall back a little bit, but it doesn't matter. He's still well within striking distance to get right to the front if he wants to.
Oh, he could easily get to the front if he gets the right connection. And then look at the 72 up here in 5th.
Oh yeah, good to see the walls up here.
Yeah.
As I like to call David Camara.
He'll have that thing wide.
Once you get past the number 10 car, it starts becoming what I like to call the no man's land. You're at the back of the pack. You're still going to be racing in the draft, but moving forward is not easy. Like, there's no room. Generally, you're already going too wide around the entire track. You saw a few guys just, growing a brass set and going for the 3 wide there, but you're in the middle of nowhere, essentially. You're in the middle of nowhere surrounded by other cars, which is a weird situation to be in.
Yeah, this track is definitely about trust and trusting the other drivers around you. Because if one guy gets reckless, it's dangerous for everybody, and races end at any point of this race. A piece of damage, your race is done. You're no longer competitive.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like, if this race separates out, people start getting away from each other, you have to find a good dance partner, man. Put on your lipstick, get some makeup, put on a good dress, and go find the guy to dance with.
I'm going to leave that one right where it is. But no, I hear you. It's, you have plans when you come out here, who you're going to team up with and try and get out there, and then things go to pot. You got to grab anybody, man, because you cannot be out there alone.
Nope. Alone, you use more fuel, you lose speed, you lose time. It's tough.
Yeah, and if you stay alone for too long, man, the pack is going to catch you again and then swallow you whole. And once you're a lap down here, you're not getting it back unless you get a lucky dog.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than driving around here alone and then watching the pack come and just like flow right by you. You might catch on to the back of them, but by that time, I mean, you just feel hopeless.
Never again, yeah. Exactly. At that point, you're like, okay, I'm at the back of this pack. This is where I should be. Unfortunately, I'm not.
What's even worse is when you have a really fast car and you're stuck in the back of the pack.
To be honest, I'm willing to bet that's probably most of the cars in the midfield in this race. Because they're going to be too wide for most of the race going, I've got pace, but where in the world do I take it?
All right, so look at Butler's got the inside. Davidson got the outside. Right behind them is Barris and Corey in the number 43.
Remember, those first 2 cars are the only 2 with old tires. Everyone else is freshies. I don't know if it's going to matter too much, but it will definitely make some difference on start for sure. We may see a few people have minor heart attacks and brown pants for a quick short moment.
Damaged cars in the mid pack definitely make it a little bit of guesswork on who has the clean front end and who's going to be quick and whether you have to filter somewhere. It's always interesting and it's always hard as a driver.
I believe it was Jose Major who was up in 3rd pushing Cray at one point. Unfortunately, he's now down in 15th. I believe that was him. Maybe I'm entirely wrong. But if that is him, he has dropped quite a few positions in the pit stop. Double check to see if that is the right name. So many of them now.
Yeah, there's a lot of drivers out here tonight. The last couple races, man, they've been full fields too.
I know, we got 28 at the moment. Now remember, on the start, it's on green, so the driver can't go when he wants, he has to wait. Not that it really matters, this is Talladega. You can go when you want, they're still going to catch you. Hey, pace car is going in.
Pace car is in, now we've got a long wait for the green flag.
You're watching this field compress and compress and compress, look at them all getting close.
Yeah, a lot of drivers anticipating this start.
Someone goofs, it's not going to be good. And we're green.
Green flag is out, leaders fire up, and the rest of the field gets going as well.
Yeah, both leaders had a bit of a slow start, and both of them essentially got pushed by the guys behind them. Both Barris and Corey just went, move it! And
yeah, I was going to say, it looked like the 16 of Butler really had a slow start.
Also, like Corey and Barris are pushing them on the oval, which is insane. But I guess they're probably a little bit slower with those old tires, so it's probably slower everywhere. Barris is already going to go 3 wide.
Yeah, looking 3 wide. Can Barris get the clear? He's almost there, but he's not able to yet. And he will get to the high side alongside Butler going into 3.
Oh, yep. Wow, 72 getting a little squirrely.
Yeah, David Camara's been a bit squirrely. He's now up in the second spot on the inside row. Currently in 3rd, fighting up further. This pack is split pretty much in half. You've got this front pack, and then you've got a few cars separated. Then you got another mid pack at the back. So hopefully these guys in the middle can catch up and get to this front, because at the moment they're starting to run away a bit. And Barris is starting to take the lead on the outside. He might dive in and take the inside line again. Nope, looks like...
Butler closed that.
Butler really closed the gap there. He's trying to get Kamara to his back bumper so he can refight for the lead. Kamara gets loose off of 2.
Yeah, gotta be careful, Kamara here. Oh, he's almost spinning. He's almost turning Butler. Ugh.
Yeah, Kamara having some issues. Butler below the line. He's got to hold it down.
22 up way high.
Unfortunately, Kamara just nudged him wrong there. Kept pretty much almost turning him.
And the field
just
gets
making clean connection.
And
we're 3 wide for 8th.
Yeah, we're single file almost everywhere else. So this is the only real fight going on right now.
At 3 wide battle, it's going to go back to 2 wide as Joshua Stewart backs out of it. Dante Jackson files it in front of him.
Yeah, there's no real drafting help with that little 3 wide scenario. That was just essentially 3 wide with 3 cars on their own.
Yeah.
Now it's come back to 2 wide. And this pack's starting to single file out in the front. The front like 8-9 cars are all single file.
Oh, that won't last long. Somebody's going to jump to that outside. And there we go.
Yep. You got Kamara and Craig going up.
Kamara opens up the outside. Butler reluctant to go to the outside. He's going to stick to the bottom.
You can't really blame Butler too much, man. After last time, Kamara almost turned him, so he probably doesn't quite trust them. But
Butler
give
to
it a
the
go.
high line now. Will Kamara follow? That's the big question here.
Butler
high and dry. It looks like he's going to stick down to the bottom, and Butler is all alone.
It looks like Craig's starting to look there a little bit. He keeps looking out a little bit more and more. Maybe he's hoping for Kamara to head out there.
Butler's holding on pretty good so far. He's going to tuck it right back in.
Considering he's out on his own there, he actually had pretty good pace.
Yep,
and
brilliant.
The entire pack is now single file essentially, except for a few cars now sticking their nose out.
And there's a lot of moving going on, man.
And it begins, the outside line starting to form. You saw like essentially 4 cars in concert all pop out to the outside line. You got Kamara, Cray, then you got the 12 of Frederick Hofsteiner, and then behind him, I believe that is James Brown. No, that is Joshua Stewart. Almost as one, they all just had the same thought, and they all came out to the outside line. They're building the outside line up now.
Yeah, the outside line is really starting to form.
When there isn't one at the time, you just got to be that one guy. And look at that jump they got. Out of 4, they jumped out. And
Kamara to the lead.
That wasn't even with bump drafting. That was just essentially just pure pace on their.
And he gets down with his partner too. They got the inside line.
Yeah, Todd Cray's now back in second up the front. They had a really good run. If they can keep that up and try and separate from the pack, I don't think they're going to be able to manage it, but if they could pull that off, that would have been an amazing coup.
Hofstetter has Barris trapped.
Yeah, but Hofstetter's got his buddy and Joshua Stewart trying to get him on in the front line. Good to see Hofstetter up in the front here. And Kamara's going to be loving life right now. And I'm kind of grateful he's not going to live up to his moniker of the wall right now, because if he was the wall, he would be blocking everyone. But as it is, he's going to sit in his inside line and play it safe, which is, on Talladega, very, very
wow,
smart.
look at that run on the outside.
Oh, yeah. You get a good part, and then you're all set. This pack has been interesting to watch. The entire field essentially went single file as one, and then reformed the outside line as one. The pack went separated and all came back together. It's starting to separate a little bit again in the mid pack there, but it's still it's never ending, man.
Hofstetter's trying real hard up in that outside line with Joshua Stewart trying to get to that lead.
All Hofstetter can do is just put his foot in the ground and hope it goes fast enough. He has to pretty much rely on Stewart to do all the work.
Time to lower the floorboard a little bit so you can push it another inch.
Yep. Stick your oar out the window and row.
See, now that outside line right there, they're breaking up a little bit.
Hofstetter looked to the high line, and Cray stuck where he was. Even Hofstetter where he was. Looks like Kamara's still in the lead.
Yeah. I'm so glad to see Kamara up there. It looks like Cray's going to start getting a push by Hofstetter, he hopes, and try and get up to the front again.
Look at them moving around.
There's a few slower guys in that mid pack after the first 4 rows, starting to fall back a bit. Don't quite know who that is.
And we got
Cray
and Kamara side by side. Barris pushing Kamara, trying to get clear of Cray. Is he going to be able to? Still got an advantage pushing. Cray does not have a pusher right now. Can he hold?
All these happen is Barris just needs to keep pushing Kamara. That's it. If he wants to stay where he is, just keep doing it. Just never stop. Just keep pushing Kamara further and further and further.
And look at the 12 of Hofstetter. He went to go on the outside, and he's going to lose a couple positions.
He's going to fall to the back of
he was
this
trying to fall
pack.
back there. I honestly think that was kind of strategic. Just pull back. He didn't feel comfortable, and that just went back off. I'm going to get in the back of this pack, grab one. After a while, there's like a pressure cooker environment. You got to let go. You can be like, okay, I'm going to sit back and fight again. And 3 wide for the lead.
We are 1/3 of the way through this race, and it's already crazy. This is awesome. Cray on the high side, Barris, Davidson. Looks like Corey as well getting involved with this. Cray backs off.
Yeah, Cray was trying to get the third row going, and just nope, not a good idea. No one wants to go 3 wide willingly. Yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Give them a few more laps, and they may see a few screws work loose in people's heads, and they might start thinking it's a good idea.
3 laps to go, 3 wide initiated.
3 wide? Nah, mate. At that point, it's 4 wide.
You're gonna
It's
jump.
always good to watch like the pack here. You watch like a few of the guys start to slow down because of a car ahead's a bit slow, and you watch the cars behind, the cars behind, the cars behind, all of them one after another, just accordion up again. However, this front pack is starting to get away a little bit from that mid one. They may actually separate entirely, unless these mid guys can catch back up. It looks like, I believe that is, yeah, that's Art Peck and Joshua Jones kind of working together to get back up to that pack. They're still fighting up for the front though. I mean, it's like a broken record at this point. They're still fighting up front.
Yep, Barris still moved to the high side to get in front of Camara this time. And Cray is going to give him a little bit of a push. Davidson still on the inside, trying to keep Camara in the lead.
Yeah, hopefully Davidson gives Camara a nice bit shot and gets him back in front. No, Camara, of course, my pick. You got Cray on the outside constantly pushing Barris too.
Yep, back to 2-file racing we go. Most of the field involved in this front pack. And it doesn't look like anyone's going to back off.
I gotta say, it's near amazing that this pack's been going for so long with only a single caution. Like, there's been a lot of like really close moves that you only do with guys you actually trust to drive well.
An absolute thing of beauty is what I would call this.
Yep, and it looks like Barris and Craig got a really good run on that corner. They actually managed to get in front of Camara together. Barris could slide down at any moment he feels like, but I think Camara's going to get a run here, so maybe not.
It looks like, yeah, they're going to get a huge run down the backstretch, enough to get Cray clear. Are they going to wait for Stewart as well?
Yeah, Camara just got a nice shunt from Davidson there, but it looks like they're going to bring down the two guys, of Cray and Barris.
That was close.
Big
Oh,
block.
and Camara gave Cray a nudge there. He almost pushed the pusher on the oval. That's 2 no-nos in 1.
Yeah. Big lane change there from Todd Cray to cut off the surging David Camara. It looks like Camara is going to get another good run down the front stretch, and Barris is just going to have to try to defend.
That inside line, man. If you got a good pusher behind you, it's never going to stop pushing you. That inside line is near unbeatable. As long as you got a guy behind you, you can trust to push you when you need it. We saw it with Barris behind Camara. He essentially was able to keep Camara out front as long as he wanted.
Oh, who was that in that nationwide car came shooting down?
That top lane getting a huge run there. 3 cars get by, and there's a separation with Brad Speidel on the high line losing them. Cray and Barris to the inside line. Now Joshua Stewart stuck on the high line, nowhere to go.
Yep, he got left in the dust. His friends left him behind, and now he's got to dance alone for a bit.
Hey.
Looks like he's got Spider behind him now. Spider actually was almost a lap down before. He really dropped back, but now he's back in the pack now. That was before the caution.
We are coming to lap 31.
Oh, almost looks like Camara's almost turning Cray a bit there. Same thing happened with Butler. Yeah, Camara's just not quite centering on when he bumps Cray. He did the same thing to Butler. He just wasn't straight. He was like potentially touching with like half of his bumper, and that's gonna turn him. It's not good.
Gave Cray a good push there, and now Camara is going back to the lead with Davidson. Still running second fiddle to Camara. How long will this last? Barris high line,
wow.
Camara
See
low
that?
line.
Oh
Yeah, 43.
Wow.
That was a good save, man. That could have been really bad.
You heard the cooling of the Drifto for a moment there. That was wow. I'm surprised he kept that thing going. I would have lost that. I would have lost that. That's amazing driving.
And I'll tell you what, I see a lot of drivers going from the top to the bottom, then back to the top.
Yeah, you can only fight at the top for so long before you have to decide you need a break. You need a moment to breathe. You don't need to be there at the moment. You know, you just need to stay in this front pack. So every once in a while, you see a guy essentially just blink and fall back. Like, nope, I'm done here. Doesn't mean they're done fighting. Just means they're done fighting for now.
Yeah, just for that lap.
Yeah, that lap or the next few laps while they sit in the back of the pack.
A lot of racing left to go, and the whole field still involved in this. Only a few cars have actually backed off.
Yeah, there's a few cars way back there, but they're like almost entirely out of this race. The good thing about them is most of the ones I'm seeing aren't alone. They've got dancing partners, so they're all good. They don't have to drive alone.
And that 40, 43 and that 72, boy, they get awful close through those turns.
Are we going to get
we're going 3 wide again.
Yeah, Camara gets
Corey.
3 wide.
Yeah, Aaron Corey and Joshua Stewart on the outside there. Oh, Stewart almost turned Corey by accident. That was so close.
Camara back to that lead pack. 3rd place is 3 wide still going through this tri-oval.
Yeah, Corey's up there all alone right now.
His partner left him behind, so now he's just going to fall back of the pack, slot back in, and work his way up again. That's the part of this, though. You trust the guy to not leave you there, and then he leaves you there. Like, well, that's racing, I guess.
You really got to figure out who your friends are here, who's going to pull you all the wins so you can both slot in, and who's just going to dump you.
Yeah, Craig's been working really well with Barris there. Keeps pushing him up to the front there. But they're not actually. They have the opportunity to go to the bottom line and stay there. But it looks like they're willingly staying up there. Which means they either feel it's the better line, they feel safer. Either way, they've been willingly sitting in that mid line for the past 5-6 laps.
The higher line's getting a better push out, and generally the higher line is getting the lead at the line. So I think that's why they're staying there. So in later race, it's still there. That line's still going to be there and rubbered up.
And it's good to see, like, a lot of this pack is still too wide. I keep looking back and thinking, oh, they're single file back there again. And then I look back again, they're back to too wide again. It just, like, oh, okay, they're gonna stop fighting now. No, they're not. These guys don't stop fighting. They never stop fighting.
Yeah, nobody's getting away. But Robert Barros right now, 15 laps led, still has control of his race up on the outside line. Let's see, where did Barros start?
I believe he started.
He started second. Yeah, started second. So
Camara started 14th, battling for 2nd place. And I believe our fastest mover in this race is Frederick Hofstetter. Started 27th, sitting 9th currently.
Yeah, for a moment there, he was fighting for first. So I don't think I love about Talladega, man. You don't have to be the fastest car, or even start in the right position. You just need to know when to make your move.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even Richard Childress can win a plate track.
I don't know who that is.
I like that.
I'm showing my ignorance now. I don't know who that is. What is that?
You're on a different part of the pond, that's why.
Yeah. Barris with the lead, Cray second, Camara on the low line in 3rd. Getting pushed by Justin Davidson.
We've been going around for so long that for a moment there I swore Robert Barris's car was not actually a race car there. I thought it was the pace car. Because this has just been going the same way. Like, no one's really been moving at the moment. It's just kind of like sitting in this pack. I thought he was the pace car for a moment, like just leading him around. I had to have a double take there, but like, oh wait, yeah, it's got numbers on it.
Oh, and we had a lapped car come by there. 93 of Patrick DeSaulnier there.
That's going to be a bitter pill to swallow. Because he was actually at one point fighting up for like 3rd or 4th. So he was the guy unfortunately involved in that incident.
Yeah.
That would be so annoying.
He did a great job keeping it up that line and keeping the field out of it, though.
And Camara's back up ahead again.
Yeah, outside advantage comes in. Robert Barris really moving that out of 4 move. With Todd Cray still pushing him, Camara has the lead. How's it going to look at the line? Bit of a shot from Camara, and Barris takes the lead.
Just gets it. No, it looks like Camara got
No, Camara's got the lead. Yeah. Camara's got the lead on that one.
iRacing lied to me.
Now, I'm liking that mid line for Cray and Barris, but that low line is going to be really easy just to hold. And if Chimera just sits there and has a good bump up behind him, he's never really going to fall behind unless Barris and Cray decide to take that line for themselves. But so far, they don't want to do that, which means no one's really going to move forward because they're not going to slot in, which means no one behind's going to move up, which means Chimera's never going to lose first, second, or third at the moment. So essentially this front part of the pack essentially just kind of like log jammed. No one can really go anywhere. Someone's really crazy goes 3 wide.
Well, we've seen it.
Now halfway.
Let's go
That's
back.
our halfway mark right there. Whoa, that's an amazing run on that corner for Barris. A little bit of 3-wide action going on a little further back. Between, I believe that is Art Peck, Aaron Corey, and James Brown. So Brown got ahead of Peck, slotted inside, took a position there. And they are now 3 wide for about 7 rows. No, 2 wide for 7 rows, sorry. But there is a bit of 3 wide going on as well.
We're back.
Entirely wrong. You got, I believe that is the number 7 of Ron Hoverfield, number 12 of Frederick Hofstetter, and who's outside is James Brown.
And Hofstetter shuffles out Brown there on the high line, just kind of put him up there and said, "This line is mine, get behind me."
Yep, this is mine, go get your own. And whoa!
Oh, we got lapped cars. We're going to be looking 3 wide again.
Well, you're now 4 wide for a short moment here. These guys probably won't fight up. They've been pushing together, like the 19 and the 42. They've been running around the track for the past like 10 laps, just driving together.
Oh, 19 into the wall. Oh, I'm sorry, not the 19, the 42 was up into the wall.
Oh, he fell back a lot. He lost his partner.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if he was going to get run over.
Oh, and it's finally happened. Robert Barris and Tom Cray decided to take that inside line for themselves.
Yeah, but they're not done behind them. Look at these guys, man. Jump right back to that outside line. Form it one more time.
That's the interesting thing, though, right? Now that they've done that, they've now given the outside line the ability to push up and try and get the position for themselves, right? So that means, you know, Chimera with a few guys behind him can take the outside line and try and get the position back. But Chimera giving Cray one hell of a shunt. That was massive. That probably even did damage to Chimera's car there. Like that, like when you bump drift, you got to be a little careful because if you bump them a little too hard, you're going to damage your radiator. And then, you know, about 20 laps later, you hear a sudden explosion where your engine dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, temperature, another huge thing you got to watch here, because if you get too hot, poof. And then a lot of drivers are in trouble.
It's like
We're going back 3 wide again here with the 43.
Yeah, Chimera's been popping his nose out over and over, trying to get someone to follow him into that outside line so he can get past them. So far, no one's really been there for it. Ah, he's going to try again.
Yep, going to try again.
Okay, you think he's going to trust the 22 to give him a nudge? And you got the number 5 of Brad Spile behind him as well, so maybe they'll get up there. Interesting, like, look at Barris and Cray. They're not sitting on the yellow line. They're going, like, further to the right and just not blocking, but making the guy go a little bit wider than he wants to. And boy, are they close there.
Yeah.
You're inviting death via lag spike or just an errant bump. I wouldn't trust that. That's why I'm not racing here.
And we definitely split up a little bit here in the field.
I said that before, but I get the feeling these guys at the back aren't going to stay there for long. They're going to catch back up again.
Yeah, as long as they don't.
How many cars are in this front pack? Just look how many there is.
Yeah, there's a whole pack right here. As long as they don't race each other and they get in line, they can definitely get back up here into this pack.
So, unless I'm mistaken, there is currently 17 cars all in that front pack, all together. And they're just behind you, got a few other cars that are still in range to fight themselves, so they can get back in there and do it as well.
It's like I told you before, you do the math, I'll agree.
There's a near 20-car pack fighting it out. And at this current point in time, pretty much any single one of them can get to the front and win, if they've got the pace and the opportunity. But at the moment, Barris and Cray are not making it easy for anyone. Cray's actually going the outside. Oh, Cray left Barris alone.
Cray takes a shot at the lead from Barris. Barris has to drop back a little bit. How is this going to file out as Davidson now pushing Barris to try to get him back to the lead? Craig clears him. Stewart looks like Stewart's going to clear him as well. All 3 cars, Camara to the inside.
Stewart has not been able to get clear, though. The last couple of pushes that he's got these guys up to the front, and then he gets stuck up there. Yep.
He's been stood up on his date multiple times.
Yeah.
And Camara took the position from first again. He took the high line for as long as he needed, and then just went straight back down again. It's like, nope, I'm done. He's now got Barris back behind him again.
And we are seeing some guys coming out of the pits, so I wonder if pit stop's going to start coming up pretty soon.
I think we're going to start seeing green flag pit stops in the next few, and I believe at this point they may be able to make it the rest of the race.
Gotta say, you don't want to be the guy who tries to pull off of this pack to try and pit. And if you're going to do it, you have to make sure your friend is going with you.
Yeah, you definitely can't pit alone on this track, and that's a big mistake a lot of drivers have made, and they've taken the lead, gone in too early, and they lost it right there.
Yeah, they just lose the pack entirely. You can lose like...
Oh, we got some guys coming in.
Yep. Looks like the order went through the few guys that may be working together. So now is your time. Now is your time.
Whoa, sliding through. 20 runs over the cone.
And I think Davidson is going to get a black flag for that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, and Butler also looked like... let me go back real quick. See Butler and Davidson pulling down.
Welcome to Green
Wow, they came in hot.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I don't think Butler made it before he got down to speed. It looked like he was at 70 at the line. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that and see if iRacing will hit him with a stop-and-go penalty.
And those were the 2 drivers that stayed out.
Yeah, from what I saw, when Elliot Butler hit the line there, he was still doing about 30 kilometers more than he should.
Wow.
So if the speed limit is 70, he is toast.
Yeah, and plus he hit the cone, sent the cone for a ride, so I'm sure.
Yeah, that's fine. Cone's there to be killed.
Yeah, but that gives you, I believe, a 15-second hold.
I believe clipping it on when you're inside the line will not give you a penalty. But I believe the entry Davidson had where he had 2 tires on the grass, I believe he will get a hold penalty, or at least a stop and go, but we'll have to see what's going to happen.
It'd be kind of funny if both Butler and Davidson both get their stop and go penalties, and they still leave out the pits exactly how they came in.
Well, yeah, they're right now, Butler is behind Davidson.
Sorry to cut in. 3 wide, 2 deep. Like, we just missed that. 3 wide, 2 deep in this front pack. Whoa.
And we are 3 wide.
It's like Spidel, Aaron Corey, and number 12. Can't remember who the number 12 is. Give me a second.
Frederick Hofstetter.
That's him. And I was like, Barris has once again decided that he does not want to be behind Camara. He decided, I'm taking the outside line with Cray behind me again.
And you got the 78 of Art Peck there in the middle.
I gotta say, the surprising one here, the number 7 of Ron Hollofield. He's currently up essentially in 3rd, 4th, depends what lap it is.
Yeah, he's been doing really good, man. Last couple months, he's really stepped his game up.
Well, he's in the right place at the right time here. Right behind Camara on the inside line. If he can give Camara a good bump, he can keep him ahead.
Tell you what, these guys are doing a good job, man. There's a lot of moving going on, a lot of shifting going on, a lot of pushing going on, and we are still green. 13 lead changes we're at right now, guys. 28 laps still to go.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe either Butler or Davidson have pitted again. So it means they haven't had to have a black flag.
Neither of them have pitted, but Barris just keyed his mic up. It was a bit inaudible, but it might have been him saying him pitting this time. So we're going to have to see.
Line. Actually, I believe what he was calling might have been that lap car on the outside. As he is the front car in the pack, so he's the guy that can see it. And he's just giving everyone a bit of a warning. There's a lap car on the outside. Please don't go 3 wide and kill yourself.
Or at least do it behind me.
Yeah, at least do it where I can't see or be involved in it.
That's what I always think. Let it happen behind me, not in front, please.
Every single driver passes if the first row is thinking exactly that. Just let it happen behind me. Just let it happen behind me. Just let it happen behind me.
Yeah, it looks like neither driver was penalized, so we're going to keep going.
And where are they on the track?
And these front two rows, man, like watching both the inside and outside line on the front row, both getting pushes behind them. You got Cray on the outside and Ron Huffley on the inside, doing essentially the exact same thing, just sitting on the bumper and pushing.
They're currently 3/4 of the way down the backstretch. Just hit the Christmas lights there in turn 3. We've got a lot of ground to make up.
Well, if they stay together, at least they won't get totally blasted right away. They'll still have a fighting chance. A lot of these guys still got to come in and make their pit stops. So like I said earlier, if those guys pit, which they did, and they managed to stay together, they may have an advantage here.
At some point, someone's going to have to blink and pit. Like, someone's going to have to decide this is the time to pit. And hopefully they've got a buddy who agrees with them.
And you can see how the pit stops go. Trying to get your car woed down with traffic is going to be tough. And you got to know.
Sit below the line. Take your time.
You got to know.
Dive it in there.
You need to know who's going down, who's going in the middle, who's staying high.
Yeah, and it's all about, you got to know where the threshold braking is, too. If you lock up, that's lost time. Or even a wreck if you get on the brakes too hard. It's all about knowledge of your car.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, you know, I don't know if you've noticed it too, but I know in a lot of races I've been in, a lot of guys don't practice pit stopping.
You practice it once or twice. We never really like go and practice over and over and over. And even if you practice it, you're practicing generally on newish tires.
Mm-hmm.
You don't practice continuous pit stops on dirty, destroyed, utterly annihilated tires.
Right, just about cords showing through.
Yeah, so even if you practice pit stops, you don't quite practice the pit stops you're probably going to get, which is your tires being totaled, empty on fuel, and going at full speed in the middle of a pack, trying to get out of the pack and get into the pit lane.
Look at Hollyfield, man. Right now, between 2nd and 4th, and he started 13th, I believe it is.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely proud of the guy because he's had a few incidents in the previous races and never been up to the front. But it's good to see he's not only up there, he's currently pushing the. Well, I'll quote the saying leader because he's an inside line. That's
pushing the wall.
I was gonna say pushing what I call the leader, but sure, that works too. I like that one.
Well, we know Camara's a real hard person to get around. And
yeah,
they are coming up.
Too.
They're coming up on the 24. He does stay high.
Yeah, 56 almost went a little wide into him, but he managed to see it, get away from it. But I say, Camara being the guy that's really good on defense, he's in the right place for that. Inside line and first. Just stay there and don't go the outside unless you really need to. As long as you stay there, the guy on the outside's going to work really hard to get past you. Otherwise, he's never getting past you at all.
And he's just got to hope that the 7 of Hollyfield doesn't get off his back bumper for too long.
We've got the lap car of Jamal Poe up ahead, who's currently on the low line, now going high.
Yeah, what's going to happen here? How are they going to filter that he's going to get up high enough the rest of the field can filter through?
That was scary. I didn't know what I didn't know if he was going back down or staying up or what. Wow, Barris to the lead.
Whoa, that was a sudden shift.
Yeah. Barris got an opening and just jumped right down and took it.
They looked like Jamal Poe was going to go on the inside line on exit there, but all of a sudden he's like realized I'm not going to get there in time. Outside line quickly. Oh yeah, I'm willing to bet a few hearts stop there. Oh wow, and Craig jumps ahead of Barris. It begins.
Yeah, this is it.
The alliances are gone.
Oh look, he's trying to block the 22.
This is not the right time to block, Craig. You're going to kill everyone. Once again, Stewart is the guy just being like left behind. He's now pushing Cray again. I really bet Cray will leave him in the dust again. And then he'll try and get past Cray again. And then he'll get blocked off again. Like, poor Stewart this race, man. Like, he wants to get to that front. Just let him get in the front for a lap. Come on.
Every time he gets there, too, man. He's just about clear, and then boom.
Oh, hello.
Back
You got a car pitting. Aaron Corey.
Yeah, Aaron Corey all alone pitting. I don't know if he's going to be able to file in with anybody, and this could be a bad situation to go worse.
Yeah, but there may be a plan behind that mind. We're not quite sure. Maybe he decided that he just needs to get in. Maybe he's deciding that, something bad's going to happen. He doesn't want to be anywhere near it. Maybe it's a pit strategy.
And it looks like we have Davidson hit the pits.
Yep, and just heard from Robert Barris. He's going to be pitting this time. So let's see if this starts it.
We got so far we have Barris, Peck, and Mike Major all going down to the pits. This time by.
You ever seen a bunch of?
Oh wow! Everybody.
Stewart, Craig, Barris gets chucked to the inside,
but he gets it. He gets it in perfectly, right alongside Cray. They're
what a
going to
move!
get ahead of Cray by a bit, but Cray, this is going to be a nightmare for Cray. He wants to try and get to his pit stall, and Barris is in the way.
Yeah, what a great move! Great move there by Robert to get by there and be able to make up some time.
Oh, he locked it up, but who cares, man? That's the time to kill your tires.
Especially if he's going to take 4.
Oh yeah, most of the field, all as one, just heard Barris say that, and they were like, "Yep, good idea. Let's all do it together."
Everyone's good. And Barris down and away.
Hold up.
First off, he's going to stay down, and hopefully he's going to have this pack hungry for that.
Oh, somebody spun out the pits.
Yeah, we have Todd Cray around, and he's gonna smoke those rear tires, and that is not gonna look good coming out of the pits.
You back up real quick, see what happened.
Also, just right behind Art Peck and that memorial paint job. Cray, man, got a little excited there on exit by there, buddy.
Yeah, and he almost made contact with somebody, but man, that's gonna hurt him a little bit now because he's gonna be alone.
Oh. Not almost made contact. He did make contact.
Oh, did he make contact?
Yeah, he got a slight tap in the front right.
I think that was Caleb Thompson.
Yeah, so he had a slight tap there. That's why he suddenly swung to the left.
Yep. So it looks like what happened to Cray. I'm looking at the replay. When the Jackman dropped, he got it right on the limit, right as it dropped. It looks like that's what threw his car out of control on the start of that exit.
I personally think he just put his foot down, burnt out the tires, and as he got control of it, got ready to go straight again, because obviously he tried to swing to the right, someone else just popped up and said, "Hi," and just tapped his front right and just sent him off.
And it looks like we have had everybody pit so far. Robert Barris back to the lead.
And interesting, Mike Major and Caleb Thompson are already working together and pushing up towards Robert Barris, who I believe is our provisional leader, once everything sort of sorts itself out.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, and it looks like now here's the question. Do Thompson and Major keep going, or do they pick up Barris because 3 is much faster than 2?
I mean, they're probably going to keep going, and Barris is going to try and grab onto the rear, you know?
It looks like Major is going to stick to Barris and keep that low line going.
Oh, there's got a car behind him just sitting on his own. I believe that is the David Camara just driving all alone?
Yeah,
that
he's driving by himself.
New leader Robert Barris, followed by Mike Major, Caleb Thompson, David Camara, and Joshua Stewart rounding out the top 5.
Yeah, with poor Camara. And in prom, as in Talladega, you don't want to be dancing alone. Poor Camara. That's alright, I think you got Stewart and Major behind him, catching up. They'll grab onto him.
Do they grab him or do they go around him?
I mean, either way, if they go around him, he's still going to grab onto their draft and get dragged along. Unless they are really damn fast.
Let's jump inside with Stewart real quick.
Oh, I think Major was going to try and pass Stewart there, or at least let Stewart know he wants to go on the outside of Camara. It looks like Stewart is going to go around, so is Major. So, and they're not going too fast, which means Camara's probably going to be able to grab onto their rear and just keep going with them. So we got a triplet up front of Barris, Major, and Caleb Thompson. You got a triple again between Camara, Joshua Stewart, and Jose Major. You got a quartet of James Brown, Nevin Iwatsuru, Christian DeBoer, and Ron Hollowfield. Then you got another little triple of Aaron Corey, Frederick Hofstetter, and Joshua Jones, with looks like Chris Stouffer grabbing onto their rear. And then nothing, essentially.
And Camara's still down on the inside, holding on.
He's going to grab onto their rear, but it looks like the time it's taking them to get past him, the guys behind are going to catch them now. So
yeah, they're definitely going to close.
Fighting for that. They should have just made it clean, made it fast, got behind Camara, got in front of him, just gone. The time it's taking for them to fight, that big pack's going to gobble them back up.
And if this pack grabs onto them, they'll be up on the leaders in a lap or 2, 3.
go. That leader is a triple set of cars, and they're going pretty damn fast considering. Looks like they're doing 49s, flattish, give or take. The other one's doing 50s. We'll see. Looks like they might actually end up catching him, but it's pretty close.
Go back up front.
3 wide for 7th right now. Going to be falling back to the 30 of Nevin Iwatsuru stuck in the middle. So everyone's going to file around him.
Gotta say, 15 laps to go. You're gonna start seeing people actually make aggressive moves and want to keep it. It's not quite there yet, but you're gonna see some eager guys try and make the move now, or set it up at least. So keep an eye on those guys in the mid pack and this big brawl here. They may try and make some moves, but they are currently still sitting 3 wide and 2 deep even. Oh wow, that block almost.
Did you see that? 56, Christian.
Yeah, that
Christian
was,
DeBoer cuts off Joshua Stewart. He will
Christian,
file in 3 wide for not sure what position this is.
roughly about position 10-ish, give or take a bit.
Yeah, somewhere between 10 and 12, 10 and 14.
I'm gonna say, Christian, please don't do that like that. Like my pants can't get turned around all the time. You gotta give me a moment to breathe, man.
So far, I'm going to give an update on the cars that have retired so far. So we have Rusty Farrow, who's involved in an early accident. Jeffrey Meyer, who was involved in that accident. Patrick DeSaulnier, who we saw in an accident. And we just had Jamal Powell have a throughput.
That's the worst, the throughput. I'd rather get wrecked out than have a drop.
Oh, absolutely. I'd rather be in a non-competitive car than have my internet tell me no.
Yeah, like it's like as you just said, it's better to go out because you screwed up than go out because your internet company decided to be an absolute tosser today.
Yeah.
And that big pack is all single file. They've grabbed Camaro to their front, and yeah, they've got a big single file pack that are racing forward. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, yep, they have got the pace easily to catch this front trip. So get ready for some pack racing for the last 10 laps. It's gonna happen.
Jump inside with Camara.
It helps that they have Butler, who is a lap down. They have Butler there to bridge the gap for the draft.
As long as he gets out the way.
Well, they'll probably just roll with him and just push him there. Nope. Oh, he's going to go up, and they're going to filter around him on the middle line.
Yep, with a lap car on the outside, and a lap car on the inside, and another lap car on the outside again. So they're going to go 3 wide between lap cars. That's not a pleasant place to be. But they're going to filter through, no worries. And I think at this point, they're almost pretty much caught up with this front triplet.
Yep, they will be within draft range by this corner. Jose looks to the inside, and he doesn't move.
I think Jose just said to Camaro to go to the inside line there, so...
This trifecta of Barris, Thompson, and Major will now be under siege by the rest of this field that's on the lead lap.
Oh yeah, there's even a few lap cars merged into this pile there just to make it a little bit more entertaining. As if it needed that.
We almost had some contact between the 7 and the 12. 7 got left out in the outside. Oh, and Barris going around.
And it begins!
Wow. Oh my goodness.
And that was huge.
Yeah, that was between Barris and I don't remember who the other guy was because I am terrible.
That's all right, bro. We're going back.
Barris and the number 4 car of Caleb Thompson. He just turned him. Barris went a little bit too wide, came back down, and Thompson just tapped him and span him off.
So far, we have Barris, Thompson, Major, Hollifield. Jones is involved.
Oh, 12 gets a piece, 16 gets a piece, 7 gets a piece, 8 gets a piece.
Yeah, that went from bad to worse real quick there.
Yeah,
and the man who's in great position, Nevin Iwatsuru, gets away with that in 4th with no damage.
Let's go back and look at it from Caleb's view.
Yeah, that was really like that kind of situation. It's not really anyone's true fault for that. Just one guy makes one move, one guy makes another, not realizing all of a sudden they connected. Goodbye. Let's say Robert Barris' car is a little bent now, which is a shame because he was really fighting up the first, but now that car's pretty crumpled.
And Nevin, I'm just looking at another cam. Nevin made a brilliant move there, lifted off, didn't even brake. He got through easy.
Let's see if we can drive with him real quick.
It's the right thing to do, man. You don't put your foot down. You don't hit the brake. Just relax. And just find the easiest way to go through.
I don't
Go
think
ahead
he
of him
got.
too.
I think if he got on the brake, it wasn't much.
Yeah, exactly. If you got on the brake, you did it exactly how you meant to do it. Didn't lock it up. Didn't panic. Just kept it calm. I don't think he hit the brake there. I think he just let the engine brake.
Yeah, it sounded like he just kind of let off a little bit. Maybe tapped the brake when he saw the 76 scrape the wall. And then just let it go, man.
Those of you who want to do oval racing and try and get into the big long races, that's how you do it right there. Like, that's how you do it. You don't slam on the brake yet, and you don't hit the throttle. You relax and wait for the moment to get through there safely. Because if you push it, you're gonna die. And if you brake, you're gonna die.
Look at that, 21 lead changes.
Yeah, and guess who's back up in front? The guy's been fighting up there the whole time. The wall, David Camara.
Yep.
Not gonna say I like it.
Definitely going to be fun now.
Who knew a Canadian would be leading a plate track?
Oh dear. Now, I swear there's probably been a few Americans that are currently watching the stream or listening to it while racing. I don't know if Camara's going to survive the next few laps now. He may get turned by a random American for no apparent reason. This cannot be allowed. These guys are really good drivers.
Yeah, we got a good race going on.
Interesting one up the front here, Joshua Jones. He's been near the back for most of this, like near the rear back. I don't think he even had a quality lap. No, he didn't. Started
He's
in
21st. Yep.
It was 20th, I believe. It's because the thing was bugged out.
But it's showing 21 on my score.
Now
it's really weird.
Well, he started in the 10th row, and he's up 17 or 18 positions. It's been a great night. He's got basically a clean car, some right side damage, but nothing too catastrophic.
The interesting thing is, right, he hasn't been fighting up the front. He hasn't even been in the real front pack at all. He's been sitting in that mid pack, mid to late one, just roughly like the 15th, 20th cars, just sitting back there relaxing. And that last incident, that last pit stop, all of a sudden he shot forward like 10 cars. He's now up in third. That is a rather rapid change.
And
We've had a pretty good change in our top five. We have David Camara in the lead, Jose Mejia.
I'd say Maya.
I am butchering that, and I'm sorry.
We are all butchering it. Don't worry.
Joshua Jones, Nevin Iwatsuru, Aaron Corey in the top five, James Brown 6th, Christian DeBoer 7th, Art Peck in 8th, Todd Cray 9th, Dante Jackson 10th. That'll round at the top 10, and we're in for an interesting finish to this.
Interestingly, these guys did not pit. They've all decided, nope, no pit. We're going for it now.
And even though it's only 9 laps to go, I mean, these are long laps. It's still a long race.
And this pack is going to compress again. That's what normally happens on these restarts. So those on good tires at the back, if they have like a good partner with good tires, they can push all the way to the front.
Well, hopefully we can end this on green, because that would be really good to see this come across the line green for a win.
They can kill each other as much as they like, just as long as it's on the last lap right before the line.
Yeah, right at the white flag. This way we can just roll it right through.
Yep. The murder can happen after the checkers. You're all good, guys.
I'll tell you what, I like that car. I think that's the 55, that paint job on it. Let me see if I can find him. I think it's Jose Mejia.
Yeah, 55 is Jose Mejia.
Yeah, let me see. I like that True Value paint. I remember seeing that on, what was it, the IROC series?
I like it. It's nice, bright, vibrant color. Like it's, you can see it from
kind of reminds me of the IROC cars, because a lot of them had that, you know, blue with the black stripe, gold with the black stripe, purple with the black stripe on all of those. I think they were Camaros.
Can we bring that back? That was a great series.
Yeah, I tell you, I wish they had that here, man. That was a lot of fun. We used to do that in R Factor, and I think even in NASCAR 2003 Papyrus, we had the mod for it. That was a lot of fun.
It's a fun one.
What's that?
A fun one that they should do is stadium trucks, and we should really push Silver Crown again. Those would be fun.
I don't think I ever done the Silver Crown.
Think 1.5 mile wingless sprints.
Random mention, by the way, like you're talking about paints and it made me look around.
Mhm.
Art Tech is running that with that tribute paint. He's actually at an 8th right now. He was back in like 20th.
Like he's running a great race. He's got an awesome paint.
Yep.
That's an amazing tribute paint.
And Seth, if you're out there, man, we're here for your brother. We love you. I hope you see you next week.
So we had Art Peck and Mike Major running the same paint. Major's back here in 16th, so he's still got a pretty good shot.
Remember, Major's actually up in 3rd for a while there until that incident. So
yeah.
Anyone has a shot here. There's no one counted out in this race. This will be a very interesting finish.
Oh yeah, the entire pack could die with 1 lap to go, and the guy in last can just roll.
7 laps to go. 7 laps to end this race. About just under 7 minutes of racing. This is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And this is... Sorry, go ahead, mate.
Oh, you're all right.
I say, in this whole pack, pretty much like 15 of these cars to 20 of them, roughly, they're all on old tires on a fresh start with 7 laps. And they're not going to let anything go. They're going to push as hard as they've got.
Everybody wants a win.
Yep, this is when we're saying 3 or 4 wide, you get ready to open your eyes and watch 3 or 4 wide because people are going to try and make that move.
Well, I don't think there's someone who can call themselves a driver that wants 2nd place.
I'll take 2nd. That's why I'm not driving.
I will take that win over a 2nd place any day, like we saw at the Roval just a couple weeks ago with Johnson and Truex.
Yeah.
This front pack is going to be so interesting to watch. There's some new drivers, some old ones, some ones that are like mid-pack guys, some guys who are really fast but just not quite there.
Like, no offense to your pick, I'd like to see the 55 pull this one off. That would be pretty amazing.
I'm not going to lie, man. I'm feeling a bit of a bet on that one, but I don't quite think so. I think my wild card, this one's probably going to be either Jones or Iwatsuru. They're in good position and good cars. The cars aren't damaged in the right spot for it.
I'm going to say I'd like to see the Canadian win, but I would love to see Art Peck bring that paint home.
He's got 7 positions to make. He can do it. He's in the right car for it. Right car, right place.
I would really love to see either Majors or Peck take it home, but this is going to be such a great race.
Well, this could be the last start of the night here. We're going to be 7 to go when they cross the line. Pace car is rolling in.
Pace car is in at 3 laps, and the next caution will end it. So we got 3 laps to decide this, and if we're going to have a yellow, that'll end it. Hopefully we don't.
3 laps.
And the field's compressed up here, getting ready for the green.
Field freezes with 4 to go.
So he gets a really good run. And they're off.
Green flag is out. Kamara gets
Jose made with a pretty good start there.
Yeah, he got a real good start.
But his file partner, Nevin Iwatsuru, did not get a great start, so it looks like Kamara is going to get a good push back to the lead.
Yeah, and Jones got a pretty good start too. He gave Kamara a nice shunt to start there, so that got him right back ahead of Jose Mayer. And yeah, you can tell these guys are fighting for it now because they are giving each other no room.
Yeah, there's no give. It's all take now.
All alliances are thrown out the window. This is the race. This is where it all goes down.
Look at that outside line, starting to make some headway.
Yep, Nevin Iwatsuru is a really fast boy, and he's in the right car. He knows what he's doing, so he might give Mayer a nice push. Nice. There's lots of nices here, apparently.
Ain't no nice on the track now.
Yeah, they're all mean. And that outside line is doing pretty well with Nevin behind Jose Mayer. You still got Kamara holding that inside too. If he can just hold that inside line well, no one's getting by him. This pack is sitting too wide, and no one's really either no one's willing or able to make the move yet. They're all sitting too wide.
It'll take a few laps for these guys to get totally wound up and get in the groove here. But that inside line is starting to pull away.
They better decide in a few laps. They've got 5 laps to go. Well, a nice little run on the outside for Jose Mayer there.
Coming to 5 to go this time by.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting for sure. And Jones is doing really good work pushing Kamara there.
Oh, somebody on the outside line ended up going up high and breaking it just a
James
bit.
Brown.
Yep. And I'm going to make a correction to myself. I don't know if Kamara is Canadian. I thought his name plate on the back said Canada, but that's actually his last name.
Oh, we got the 43.
He's off the track though, so it
43.
was yellow, I think.
Yep, Aaron Corey spins off the track. No yellow yet.
That's gonna be so annoying. He was fighting up for first. He
Oh.
had really good pace there too. Unfortunately, that leaves the low line understaffed, which means they're gonna start losing a bit of pace unless that car number 878 gets up there.
Wow, that was unfortunate for him, but fortunate for these guys that it stayed green.
Oh mate, guess who's third in line on that inside line? That's Art Peck, baby. Come on.
Wow.
He's now potentially up in 5th.
And he was worried about. Look at him.
Takes it
Behind
into
him,
4th.
next to James Brown, you've got Todd Cray catching up, so he's getting back up this front pack. He's got 3 laps to make a move. He's right on the rear of Never Know Suri. He's about to get squeezed 3 wide. Yeah, pushed. Ooh,
Wow.
that was close. Who was that? That was the 17 of Dante Jackson was pushing the push.
Wow, 3 wide.
Contact as Mesha gave a huge push to Jones. Jones got into Camara there. Wow. What a
It
save
begins,
by these
guys.
3.
Here we go.
With 3 wide.
Where the fun begins.
Art Peck surges in to get to Camara. Peck looking
We are
for a lane, gives
3
Camara a
wide.
push. Another few pushes there down the front stretch.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
3 wide, 2 deep, and it's not
Oh,
stopping there.
Camara down low.
Stuck on the bottom. 3 wide for the lead.
He's still
Wow.
inside though. He's still got good pace, and Peck's now pushing up.
4
now
wide.
he's-
Oh, and that's it. Oh, that's it. The big
There's the
one.
big one, boys.
Joshua Jones.
Oh, wow.
Joshua
And
Jones.
Peck
takes the
finishing
win.
second here so far if iRacing doesn't change it. Wow, that was crazy.
Yeah, unofficially, Jones, Camara, Peck, Iwatsuru, and Cray.
You got to go back.
Oh man, that's
Wow.
so sad for those guys that lost out there. Camara, the other guys as well. A lot of guys got annihilated in that crash.
Yeah, they were 4 wide right there, and it just somebody had to give.
And no one did. Everyone gave in to each other.
Let's see. Who can I follow right there?
The incident, I believe, started with Camara, if you want to go with him.
Yeah, I'm trying to find him. Let me go
Yeah,
back.
it was Camara, James Brown, and Todd Cray. 4 wide. Camara went a little too wide and just pushed into them all, and it begun.
And the results are, looks like iRacing just confirmed the results. Jones, Peck, Iwatsuru, DeBoer, and Stewart. Top 5.
Art Peck in second. That is a beautiful end for sure. I'm so happy to see that, mate. I mean,
Started
I'm sad I
19th.
lost- by the way,
Finished second.
I hate to say it, but my wild card first and third because I picked the 2 easy ones. I just picked the second row.
Got a couple of different views here, different drivers.
Obviously, hindsight, I can say it now, but just if you believe me, I was gonna say Jones was gonna be my wild card because he was my wild card last time. And he actually won as well, remember? So I was gonna pull him off for a second one there, but I went for the second row, and that deletes my fun.
Wow.
I can't smug as much now. That's right, I'm still smug though. Few interesting guys up the front here actually. You got Christian DeBoer in 4th, then you got Joshua Stewart, then you got Dame Newsom in 6th, who's a rookie to the series. Then Dante Jackson. So Dame and Dante. Okay. And then Mike Major in 8th with that awesome paint job as well. He's a little bent. I don't know what happened to him, but he got a little bent up.
Yeah, I think he got a little bit of contact in that last one. Barris
Behind
back
him,
here.
Robert
Nice.
Barris got back into 9th. Remember, he had an incident himself and fell right back. He's now back in 9th, so that's good to see him end there in the top 10.
And then Nowinski right there in 10th. Where is our number 7, Ron Hollyfield? He's going to be back here in 14th. Caleb Thompson in 16th. Todd Craig. Wow, look at him crabbing it in 17th. That car's not even going down the track straight. Do you see that?
Trying to find it.
He's got the crab walk
Yeah.
going on.
Here in the distance, a slight sound of deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that's a childish meme. I'm sorry. Can't resist.
I think he's going to Hungry Jack's. He's a little crooked.
Oh my God! Why did I tell you that? I never
Hey.
held you away from it.
You started it, man.
I know. I regret every second of it.
Curtis like, wait, what are you guys talking about?
He's like, what are you doing? I don't even know.
I don't have words.
It's all good. Don't worry, Paul. I had some Hungry Jacks on the way here today, so I'm good.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless from that joke, and most importantly, that finish we just saw.
Yeah. Both. Absolutely both. It's good to see Nevin Iwatsuru and Art Peck up there. Iwatsuru was in mid-pack most of that race and managed to show up at the last second. And Art Peck was mid to backpack. Like, he was near the rear of most of this race. And suddenly, pop, second. And same with Jones. Like, essentially, these 3 cars in the front all started mid-rear pack and ended up in the front. What? What happened? Did everyone just flick a switch and decide they want to go to the front now? Either way, that's a good win for Jones and a good second for Art Peck in that awesome paint scheme.
Where is 43 is going to get the wave around. So that should put him back on the lead lap.
And that'll be it.
That'll be in 19th. We come across the checkered.
So we're saying race over. Man, I'm just looking back at the package, just seeing so many just truly destroyed cars.
Yeah.
Some of these are not even worth parts anymore. they're all parking it up.
There you go. 76. Joshua Jones, your winner. 4 laps led. Led the most important one, the black and white checkered.
The only lap that anyone ever gives a damn about.
Where did he start? He started 21st.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about these front 3 guys, right? So he started 20th, 21st, Art Peck, 19th, 20th, Nevin Iwatsuru, 17th, 18th. These are all mid to late pack guys who didn't even qualify and end up in the front row. That's just showing how it's done, man. You don't have to be the fastest guy in quali. You don't have to be the fastest guy in the first half of the race. You just got to be there at the end.
Yeah, he's got to be there, man. Art Peck. Was that Iwatsuru finishing 3rd?
Yes, it was. Nevin Iwatsuru in 3rd.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a surprising one as well. Both him and Art Peck, and even Josh Jones, had just really quiet races. And all of a sudden, just, hi, we're up front now. We win.
How you doing, Evelyn? Yeah, we'll give these guys a minute to get together here, and we'll start getting some interviews in.
Oh yeah. Looks like Joshua Jones is going to go do some burnouts, destroy those tires. Not like he needs to. Those tires probably already gone as it is.
Yeah. We got him.
A good win for Joshua
Art
Jones.
Peck, and hopefully Iwatsuru stayed out on the track.
Let me double check for you. Yeah, he's still sitting there at the moment.
All right. Let's go to Iwatsuru, and then we'll come back. We'll go 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Iwatsuru, here we go. What did he do? He started 18th. Pretty good. Pretty good run for him.
Mm-hmm. Would you like me to drag him for you?
Excuse me, Nevin, this is the SR booth. You got a copy.
Yes, I do.
Hey, man, good run for you out there. Started 18th, got a 3rd place finish. Looked like you had a really strong car. Tell us how it was for you out there tonight on the track.
It was good. I just hung back for a while there. You know how Talladega goes.
Yep.
I knew I'd get to the top either by pit stops or just through drafting outside or whatever. So yeah.
I'll tell you what, man, definitely a good run. Some really good racing out there. We had a ton of lead changes, 24 lead changes out here. Man, that was a crazy finish right there. We were hoping it would kind of stay green at least till the white flag, but really close enough, man. Got yourself into a good spot with a 3rd place finish. How'd the car feel? Did the car start to get loose or tight as the fuel would burn off?
No, I tried burning a little fuel off because I knew I put too much in on that pit stop, the last pit stop. But I felt fine. I've been racing the B car all week, so I was used to the handling. Towards the end there, I tried pushing the 55, And then I think I didn't see the 76 coming from him, so I actually hit him, and they almost got loose and took the whole field out. But I wanted to stay with the 55. Unfortunately, I couldn't, so I pushed the 76 to the win. I helped him out, I guess, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, that was a great finish, though. Hey, when you guys were pushing back there, how was the temperatures on the car? Was that to any effect?
No, temperatures are fine. I know that they run some low tape on the fixed race, but yeah, temps were fine. Not even close to overheating, even if you're bump drafting.
Oh, that's not bad. That was something I was thinking about while you guys were running. We weren't really sure if that was going to be a factor or not. But I'll tell you what, man, you guys did a great race here. Only 3 cautions, and it was racing going on all over the place. You did start 18th, and you finished 3rd. So not bad, man. Going to help you out some more in the points and see where this takes you from here. Hopefully this is a step forward, give you some momentum for coming into next week's race.
Yeah, second, third place finish. So I guess that's, leading into a good season. I want to give a shout out to some of the DieHard Racing, American Hero, and hopefully everything goes well for Seth.
Yeah, we were talking about Seth a little bit earlier. Hopefully, like I said, we got him in our thoughts and our prayers, and hopefully we'll see him back here and talk to him. But we want him to know we're here for him, man.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. I know it ain't a win, but 3rd place from an 18th start is definitely good. Going to help you in the points, and we'll see you next week, bud.
Thank you.
Hey, and we're saying your last name right, Iwatsuru?
Yeah, Iwatsuru.
Iwatsuru. All right. We butchered up a couple of names, and we apologize, man. But we're slowly learning, you guys.
Woo! Yeah, it's pretty phonetic, so it's Japanese.
Oh, awesome, bro. All right, man. So we'll catch up with you next week, man. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
All right. All right, that was the 3rd place racer there, the number 30, Nevin Iwatsuru, and good run for him tonight. Let's go to Art Peck. Let's see. You want to talk to Art?
Yeah, I'll get him, man.
Or do you want the winner?
I'll take Art, man.
All right. Do you see him?
Yeah, I'll grab him.
All right.
Yo, Art Peck, buddy, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Gotta say, man, it's a happy surprise to see you up here, considering you start at the back of the pack.
Well, see, that's kind of the strategy that me, Mike, Caleb, and a bunch of other guys have. We ride around, see what everybody's going to do, and then once things settle down, which I'm glad we only had a couple cautions here. The last one, I kind of didn't want to see come out, but at the same time I did, because that gave us the break to all line back up and be able to finish it like we did, but it got a little dicey there. I think with 2 to go there, and I knew that if I could just stay up in there, I might have the chance for a top 5. Didn't expect to be inside the top 3, but I'm pretty proud of the guys for the amount that we had for turnout tonight and 75 laps for the few cautions that we had. I think all in all, it was a really great race.
Yeah. Gotta say, touching on what you said, you had a plan at the start of this race. Was your plan to sit in the back for most of the race, or just push as hard as you could, or?
Originally, it was just to sit in the back, and then before I knew it, I cracked the top 15 and then the top 10, and then I was like, okay, I guess if I'm up here, I guess I'm just going to keep going, and then it ended up here. So I guess reverse psychology on myself, and I didn't even know it.
Yeah, it definitely had some good luck in the right place at the right time for sure. That's like a random question for you, man. Just like, I'll ask your opinion on this, right? The green flag stop on this was scary as hell. Most of the pack went in as one. Was that dicey? Did you have a plan to go in earlier, or just followed everybody else?
Me, Robert, Mike, and Caleb had a plan to come in on lap 55, and then I guess the rest of the field used, telepathy or whatever, and decided to come in with us all. It was a little bit sketchy, but me, Mike, and Robert, we all hit the brakes a little bit early. And it's a good thing we did, because there was, I think, 5 or 6 cars trying to fight for 2 lanes. So we just kind of undersped coming in, let them sort it out, hit our boxes. I actually overshot mine to the left, so I had to back up, which is what got me put so far to the back. But I was able to hook up with Todd, and then we got past Brad and another car. And then we ended up with a 5-car tandem. Then the caution came out. That's pretty much what saved us. And then, but yeah, it was pretty sketchy getting on pit road there. Didn't realize that we were going to have like half the field coming with us, but we were able to make it without incident. Todd, I know, spun it a couple times coming off, but other than that, it was pretty clean.
It's probably the right word for it, man. Telepathy when everyone going in, because that was just like a hive mind all going in at once. But hey, look,
we were trying to get down there, and then all of a sudden it was just like mass exodus. I'm like, oh crap.
Like you're pretty much like hidden and quiet for most of that race. Like you were never really not doing anything, but of course you never really fighting up the front. So it's good to see you suddenly second at the end. Like that's perfect place at the right time, man.
Well, it was a lot of the times I saw like James, especially taking it 3 wide on me. I would just roll out of throttle, let him go by, and then within the next 2 turns, I'm already passing him again. I let him do that about 3 or 4 times, and after the 4th time he got up there with the 43, I was like, nope, you guys are staying up there. I'm not moving off my line. You want to get around me, you can do it on the bottom side, but if you want to try it up on the high side, go for it. I'm not moving.
I'm gonna say, man, this is probably the best and perfect race for you to get a podium, man, especially with that paint job in honor, man.
Honestly, I think that's probably the last time that I ran a memorial paint scheme. I won the race, so I'm going to consider this a race. Hopefully, when Seth goes back and watches the broadcast, he's happy I didn't wreck anybody. The race went off smooth, and we put the Darcy Schulzenberger machine in second.
Hey, man, it was good to see you up in, man. We had a chat with you earlier. We got a chat with you now, man. Up in second, love it. Anyone you want to give a shout out to, brother?
I want to thank first off. JMR Outdoors for sponsoring the series here. As always, Seth for putting this league together, all the admins. I mean, holding these leagues are not cheap at all, between hosting the races, broadcasting them, all that stuff. So big thanks to Seth for putting this together. I mean, we're all just one giant family here. Everybody who shows up week in, week out. I'd like to say that we're probably one of the cleanest leagues on iRacing, and if you guys are looking for a great league to come to, if you liked what you saw tonight or any of the other broadcasts, send us a league invitation, and we'll look you over. And if you meet the criteria, you're more than welcome to come on board with us.
All right, well, thank you very much for the awesome race, man. It's good to see you up here.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, bud. All right. Let's go to our winner. You hear Curtis?
Nope. This is all yours then, Paul.
Do you see him up here? Yeah, I see him. There he goes. All right, Mr. Joshua Jones, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, dude, you started 21st. You got 4 laps led. You come out of here with the win. You got to be feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, it was a pretty exciting race. Had a lot of fun. I'll have to watch the replay there to see exactly what happened, but there's a few rough bumps. I know that me and the 72 got together. He kind of kept us all from spinning out there, and then next time I looked in my mirror, it looked like they were crashing behind me, and I was out front, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. If it's going to happen, let it happen behind you, not in front of you, man. But you did a good job. You had a fast car all night. We've seen you pretty much throughout the front of the field, a couple different spots on the track. Come out here with the win. How'd the car feel for you out there on the track?
It was pretty good. As you ran a little bit longer, if you can get it to, I felt I can turn it more without wearing out the tires. But for the most part of the race, I just kind of rode in the back and took it easy, saving fuel and trying to take care of the car. The last caution before this last lap caution, a few laps to go, I got into the wall a little bit trying to avoid an accident, but it happens sometimes.
Yeah, there's been times where I've started in the back, and unfortunately that wasn't the right move. But then I started up towards the front, and that wasn't the right move. So, you know how these play tracks can be. Sometimes no matter where you start, you're just a victim. But, dude, you come from 21st to the front. That outside line, it seemed to be pretty good out there tonight. What was your opinion on that? You think there was, like when you guys got an outside line together, you able to make some moves?
I believe so. It felt like like I said, I was in the back most of the time, but I felt riding back there, you can get more momentum on the high side. I don't know if the guys are diving down low and checking up the bottom line or what, but usually you can get more of a run on the outside line than you can on the bottom.
Well, not bad, man. 21st to first, take home the checkers tonight. 4 laps led. That's definitely got to make you feel good. Going to help you in the points. And I tell you what, man, it was an exciting race. 74, what was it, 74 laps, 75 laps, and only 3 cautions, man. There was a lot of racing going on out there. We've seen a lot of moving going on, a lot of guys going front to back, back to front, man. But you got a good one right here, 21st to first. So congratulations on the win, man. And before we let you get out of here, anybody you want to shout out to?
Yeah, first I'd like to shout out to Seth and his family. Sorry for their loss. You guys for broadcasting, and then the DieHard Racing League, and of course American Hero Hunt, JMR Outdoors. I believe here in another week or two they're going to be doing that deer hunt, so that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah,
that's going to be real good, man. That's something everybody should take a look at. We'll try and get the links posted up here on Facebook and on YouTube on the videos for American Hero Hunt, because I think what they're doing is a great thing for all of the military. So, something people should want to get involved with, and we appreciate them coming on board. And like you said, we do want to give our thoughts and prayers out to Seth and his family at this time. So, all right, man, we'll catch up with you next week. Congratulations on the win. You got to feel good, man, coming from 21st to first.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
All right, go celebrate, man. All righty, that was your winner. Joshua Jones in the number 76. He had 4 laps led, but he led the most important lap. That is the checkered flag. He started 21st. You heard him say he tried to stick around the back for a little bit and let things kind of iron out. You know how that goes, Wingy. Sometimes it can bite you, sometimes it can't, but he managed to make it work here tonight.
It's interesting the top 3 drivers were the same sort of strategies. Mid till backpack, just wait for the right time. And as you said, 4 laps is led. That's all he led. Don't have to fight the whole race, because it's just going to be you're going to do damage to yourself or kill your car or kill someone else's car, or just sit back, relax, and wait, because what matters is that last corner.
Yeah, every time I try, like I always say, when we're getting ready to run, especially on these restrictor plate tracks, I'll talk to a couple of different guys on our channel, and I'll say, hey, man, I don't know if I want to qualify or not. Some of them won't qualify. There's been times I didn't qualify, and, the wreck happened in front, and there's just nowhere to go. Then there's times where I've started up in the front and there was nowhere to go. So it's kind of a crapshoot. But I'll tell you what, man, 75 laps, 3 cautions, man. With the racing we've seen out here, these guys are definitely putting on a good league. So far, all the races that we've broadcasted with them so far, excuse me, have been low cautions, big turnouts, and some really great racing out here, man.
Sitting and driving on Talladega with essentially 30 drivers that are all pretty much together. The fact that the crashes we saw there weren't even that bad. The drivers did exactly what you're meant to do in those crashes.
Yep.
And we all know how rare common sense can be.
That old saying, once the green flag drops, the brains turn off, man. But these guys do a great job. And I believe, what was it, Art saying before, anybody looking for a real good, respectable, clean league to run in, man, in this Xfinity series, send them guys an invitation. They'll check you out and see if you fit into, kind of their box there. But I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a respectful league, good racing, very few cautions, and big fields.
And to have 2 crazy idiots in the booth saying your name.
Yeah. 2.5, because we got half of one up there somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, let's run over the summary real quick here. We had 24 lead changes, man. That's insane. I didn't think we were going to get up that high, but that's insane. 24.
And those are just changes that made the front line. There was a lot more that just didn't make it to the front.
Didn't actually get scored.
Yeah, it was near constant.
We had 75 degrees in the air, 83 degrees on the track. You got your winner here, Joshua Jones in the number 76, starting 21st, and coming out your winner. Let me get rid of that. We'll pull up the results. Of course, it'll probably only go to 20 because I forgot to fix it again. But we got Joshua Jones finishing in the top spot. Art Peck will finish second. Nevin Iwasuru finishes third. Christian DeBoer finishes fourth. Joshua Stewart will finish fifth. 6th goes to Dame Newsom. Dante Jackson will finish 7th. Mike Major finishes 8th. It's a good run for him, too. He had that good paint scheme out there. Robert Barris finishes 9th. Adam Nowinski finishes 10th. You still got him up, or you want me to keep going?
Yeah, brother, I got him. We've got Frederick Hofstetter in 11th and Jose Major in 12th. Ron Holyfield 13th. James Brown 14th. Caleb Thompson came in 15th. Todd Cray, fortunately down in 16th, had a few incidents. Justin Davidson down 17th. Aaron Corey in 18th. He had a pretty big one himself. Elliot Butler 19th. And then Chris Stouffer in 20th. Can we do the rest, or you got him?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead, I'm locked here.
I'll get him, man. Yeah, so you got Brad Spidle 21st, David Camara 22nd. That is an absolute shame. 23rd, Adam Lewis. 24th, Yosu Teles. And then 25th, Jamal Poe went down 22 laps behind. Patrick DeSaulnier 26th. Jeffrey Meyer 27th. And then Rusty Farrell and Cody Franklin 28th and 29th.
Awesome.
29 drivers.
Very good. Very good. All right. That was it here tonight. We want to send our thoughts and prayers out to Seth Schultz and his family. We're sorry for your loss. Hopefully at this time you guys can gather together and think of the good times, and just know your mom's at rest, not suffering anymore. Hopefully they can do something about this cancer. There's a lot of people that have been lost to cancer, which really sucks. So we know what it's like, man. Unfortunately, there's a whole bunch of us that have had family members and close friends and stuff that have dealt with that cancer. So thoughts and prayers go out to you. We'll be back again next week, Sunday night, 8:20 p.m. right here, DieHard Racing League. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what the track is next week, but I guarantee it'll be a good race. And we will be live Wednesday night. We should be live with Somo Racing League. They had to cancel last week's race due to the hurricane coming through down here in the south. So should be back up this Wednesday at 8:50 right here on SR Broadcasting. As always, I'm not sure if Curtis is here, but Nathan, Wingnut, I appreciate you being out here. Curtis, if you're here,
it's fun.
appreciate it,
Catch you on the
dude.
flip side, guys.
All right.
Apparently he's there.
He just didn't want to be put on the spot, I know. That's what it is. He's like, no, you ain't getting me to interview, man. He's got the shy bug again.
No, I changed up my eating habits in the last 2 weeks, and my stomach's just been killing itself every week.
Oh, you got butterflies in the stomach. See, he's nervous.
So you got to take him to Hungry Jack's.
Ah!
All right, everybody. Until Wednesday and next Sunday, have a safe week, everyone, and we'll be back then.
See you guys
Hey, guys.
Wednesday. I might be on track.